It will be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours. This is a high honor, Arisen. See, you do not take it lightly. Here are the details. Wondrous tidings, Arisen. The Duke is to grant you an audience. His Grace wishes to commend you for your valor and your service to the land. But know, however, that any errand you have taken on will be left to another to complete. You will also be asked to return your writ of permission to join the hunt. If you have aught left undone, pray tend to it before you come to see the Duke, sir. I must be clear. Your audience with His Grace will put an end to any... Knowing that, are you prepared to see His Grace now? You are quite certain. No tasks left incomplete? No need for the license to the hunt? Understood. Then pray. Enter. A guide awaits within to see you to His Grace.
An audience with the Duke. Quite an honor.
I cannot accompany you to the Duke.
Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of Cart. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favor with the leviathans within. Oh, tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
I fear your crown outshines my own. By my command, every road in Grancis shall be open to you henceforth as a member of the Worm Hunt. May your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
Arisen. Hail, sir. It seems you truly stand apart from the rest of us. Some sneered when I presented the Hydra's head. Said it was your feat alone that won it. In truth, I cannot deny it. I had no hand in it. 'Tis plain fact. But what of the enlistment corps, then? What meaning does our fealty hold? I have no answer to give my men. To give myself.
The sovereign of this land ill comprehends the urgency of the danger it faces. This eve's empty pomp is ample proof. All gaiety, without a hint of real concern. I'll allow, 'tis well understandable. A people numbed by 2 generations of peace cannot be expected to know true resolve. 'Tis a lesson taught by fire and sacrifice. Pray let his grace learn before the fire takes all. But I ought not speak in such bold terms before his grace.
Ah, the glorious return of the inimitable, the indomitable, the unforgettable! Scratch that last one. Who were you again?
Hold right there. No use struggling.
My. Apologies, dear warrior. But to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this... Still, 'tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for them at all, no?
Hail, dear warrior of the lovely helm. I fear I am remiss in asking your name, sir. Arisen? You must forgive me. I fear I am grossly ignorant in matters of war. I had thought all who fought shared the title warrior. But again, you must excuse me. I am Eleanor, come just a few days past as a bride to the Duke. I pray you will serve my lord husband faithfully, Sir Warrior. I presume the crown you bear is a mark of your station as the Arisen? I must apologize for my laughter, good sir. I assure you I meant no disrespect.
By decree of the Duke, you are to be allowed free passage into the castle. This right extends only to your person, and you are advised to comport yourself fittingly. A grievous breach in conduct will see you removed from the castle, or worse. you will take your orders from the Duke's Chamberlain, Aldous. Speak to him for further instruction. May the Maker see you on to further glory, sir.
How fared your audience with His Grace, Arisen? Aldous Ludric Sorn at your service, sir. I serve as a Chamberlain in the Duke's court. As you may have seen for yourself, it seems His Grace is unwell. In truth, there is worry enough to make any man's head ache. But I fear he ails of worse than worry. Perhaps I ought not speak further on the matter, for my own well-being. I am charged with assigning royal orders, tasks of great import issued by the Duke himself. Pray forgive the bother, but I ask that you come to see me here in the castle whenever circumstances allow you to take on assignment. The future of this war is murky, sir. May your efforts help to bring its end into sight.
You've made quite the name for yourself since last we spoke.
You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else. I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word is his. As such, any task deserves your full and immediate attention. Pray, make your choice, sir. No doubt you're aware the roads are ever more overrun with beasts of every stripe. The threat has only worsened since the dragon's coming. A company of the land's finest sword hands have been gathered to thin the creature's numbers. It is no perfect solution, but it is a start. I would ask you to join them, sir. There's been no end of reports of caravans bearing tribute bound for Grand Soren being waylaid by monsters. Among them, the direst threat is posed by the griffin. It is not a creature easily quelled, but we can ignore it no longer. Hence the company of elites. And now it seems they are prepared to face the beast. They stand in wait outside the castle gate. Go and speak with them for further detail. I fear this may be a long battle, sir. May the Maker be your shield. You are to see me. I pray. Make your... You've a stake in this, and a right to hear, sir. You know of Fornival, aye? He is among the wealthiest of Grand Soren's merchants. Though now he stands to lose all. He is accused of a litany of crimes. I would beg a favor, if you've the time. It seems Fornival was as busy in his underground dealings as in his honest work. His bill of crimes includes bribery, fraud, abduction, the selling of secrets, even collusion with Salvation. The inquest continues as we speak. Should the present tide prevail, he will likely be found guilty and put to death. Opinions are split, however, on the credibility of the present proofs and testimonies. A few days yet remain before the matter is decided. I ask that you go and gather what facts you can. Any proof is welcome, be it evidence or testimony. Aught that clearly shows his guilt or innocence. Justice must be done, and for that, we've need of the truth. You are to see me. I pray. Make your choice, sir. I would ask you to seek out material evidence. The inquest... Good. You've brought evidence. Here, I shall see it submitted to the court. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue in your efforts. You are to... Pray. Make your choice. I would... The ink... Good. You've brought evidence. Here, I shall see it submitted to the court. There's time yet, sir.
If it is work you want, seek orders.
You'll go no further.
My, what's this? The Arisen, wasn't it?
I hear old Fornival is the subject of an inquest. His conviction would bring me no joy, not least for the loss of revenue I would suffer. Arisen, I have a proposition, sir. I've long had dealings with Fornival, and want to believe in his innocence. Pray, take a petition for his acquittal from me, that it may help sway his arbiters.
You are to see me for your assignment. I pray, make your choice. I would ask you to seek the ink. Good. You've brought evidence. Here, there's... You are to... pray, make... I would... the ink. You are to pray, make you'll need the creature.
Fornival's inquest will not
I
wait
recall
for us
hearing
long.
of Fornival at the Windbluff Tower and in Cassitus. At present,
That peddler by
seems
the
like
encampment,
Fornival may be found
Renard.
innocent.
He knew aught of Fornival.
It pains me to burden you, busy as you are with the royal orders, but there is aught I would speak of with you. 'Tis a cause of worry, though I speak only for myself and not as Chamberlain. Might I beg a moment? Skeletons have been sighted near the capital these past few days. Elsewhere, I've had no end of reports of secret meetings among the zealots of salvation. I cannot help but see the two as intertwined, though I have no evidence to prove it. Still, I'll be damned if I allow their kind to go corrupting the minds of good people for want of evidence. Arisen, I ask this as a favor. Will you look into these events? Hunt out any thread that connects them. I believe I've learned where the cult meets. I've made note of it on your map. I ask you begin your search there. Go, and learn what you can.
Someone must know something about this. Matter. Let's ask around.
You are where, my hope? Someone in the castle must be the Knight's champion. Who?
Well, I hope, sir. What? Fornival stands trial? 'Tis a pity. In truth, the man was profligate. His ostentation earned him envy and enmity in equal parts. But he was not the sort of man to seek profit in the misfortunes of others. I will add my name to the petition. I shall pray that his innocence is proven.
Done it!
We can rest till day or night. Simply leave word with the...
Say, you're in...
Here now. If you aid me in a small matter, you shall have access to weapons both fearsome and powerful. What do you say? Excellent. So, have you heard tell of the master weaponsmith in these parts? His talent is without measure, but he's stubborn as a plough beast and sells only to a chosen circle of clients. To such patrons, he gifts an idol to make his favour known. I must gain such an icon and access to his wares no matter what the cost. It's often been said you possess a talent for discovery. Secure me a figurine, and I shall provide weapons the likes of which you have never dreamed. What say you? Will you help? The master works all, you can't go wrong. The master works all. The master works all. Master works all, he can't go. The Master works all. The Master works all.
And what of the pending contest between His Grace?
Remember to both buy and sell items regularly. All different countries, cities, people.
The mild weather year-round makes Ramses well suited for human life.
I had a feeling you might be our escort. Aye, we are the company of elites you're to march with. A poor jest, I know. We'll circle the capital, striking the griffin as we come upon it along the way. We attack when it sets down. There's nothing so clever as to be called a stratagem, but it will work. If you still care to join us after hearing all that, let's be off.
Gain quest knowledge.
Be sure to cap.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
Focus. The hunt is afoot. I'd feel better at ease with a few more men.
We share these roads with traveling peddlers, guardsmen, and other folk. A good start to any task is talking with others. Let's begin with that. An imposing structure afore it fell, I'm sure. Would it come down if we baited it? We cannot reach it at that height.
Clear your mind of all but the fight.
Seems all roads lead to Grand Salt. Yet rising monster populations have made the roads hazardous in recent years. It's fire!
Go frenzy! This looks interesting.
Keep an eye turned to the shadows.
If we learn another monster close, the griffin may think them prey.
Make haste! Make haste!
The sky offers considerable advantage. Still, we must fight.
Where visibility is poor, we must be especially wary of attacks.
a good place. If we lured another monster close, the griffin may think them prey.
Would it come down if we baited it?
A splendid woodland, and so rich in resources.
What's this?
Careful! A goblin!
Very well. Fine. I'll go at once.
Griffins are ever eager to feed on meat.
It comes!
This looks interesting. Learn a new way to fly.
No, they hold the advantage! Refreshment is
I cannot move! Die, beast! Now, everyone! Now, everyone! Consciousness fades! Bastard!
Careful! A goblin! No! They hold the advantage!
I'm not going for this yourself! Hold the line!
Coming!
What's this?
its fortune's turn. Cannot let this chance escape. Come, Arisen, to the Blue Moon Tower.
What's that? I've gained quest knowledge. 'Tis fled. This looks nothing like where we were before.
Where visibility is poor, we must be especially wary of attacks.
The canyon floor is an apt spot to find ourselves surrounded. We'd best be careful.
Keep an eye turned to the shadows. Grand Soren stands beyond this wait.
All ready for battle?
Seems all roads lead to Grand Soren. An imposing structure afore it fell, I'm sure. A good start to any task is talking with others. Let's begin with that.
Curative will serve.
The Duke's burden is great. Between his duties as sovereign and the worm hunt.
Grand Soren, the beating heart of...
Beg pardon, Arisen. I'm sure this is a small matter, but I would yet have you hear it. I was at my post before the castle not long ago, when a strange man came round asking after your whereabouts. Even more curious. When I told him I knew not, he swore me, tell no one of our encounter. Have you some enemy, Arisen? His eyes were... mad. I shall never forget them. I beg you, be wary.
Is the work of one who wishes you dead, Arisen. We'd best stay vigilant.
You humans certainly do make a lot of expression. The life of a salesman surely has its own trials. All these workers... going about their business. How lively.
The Pawn Guild stands ahead. It is a gathering place in our yard.
fine castle, that.
One cannot be too careful at the water's edge. The griffin cannot fly far, injured as it is. The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
This way, Arisen.
Trade the roads. We'll soon find monsters at this place.
Tis well ancient, this bridge. I hope it still holds.
This way, Arisen.
Look, over there. Is that some sort of structure? I hear vast wealth sleeps in the Blue Moon Tower.
Goblin!
I hear a lack of supplies has weakened
Before
the
setting
group's
off,
defenses and
we ought
numbers.
equip ourselves to suit our objectives.
Ignore the comely face! Those talons bite deep!
Right! That's the heartbeat thing! Fall, beast!
On solid ground, the advantage is ours. Arisen! Help me!
Don't let them drag you along!
No! They hold the advantage!
Have fight with fire before it recovers! Now, my fire is yours!
This way, Arisen.
Welcome, sir. Though I fear this place affords little hospitality. How do you find playing the role of Arisen, sir? Ah, but I misspeak. 'Tis far from play, I know. I meant only the role of hero must be tiresome work. To me, I may have one such task to offer, if you've the time and inclination. Well, sir, then pray, allow me to begin with a word about the stronghold. Given the hold's remote location, those who man it are oft required to remain here for long stretches of time. And
sadly, the worsening dangers that plague the roads have kept all freight from reaching us. No matter the number of pleas I send to the capital, I receive no response. We're to commence a new regimen of training soon, but morale among the men is dismal. By now, we are a week's food in arrears. Our remaining stores will not last long. It would be a mercy if you, as Arisen, would go and speak to the court on our behalf, and in so doing, on a claim for precluding a dire crisis in the duchy's defense. In Grand Sorin, you will find a Lord Julian. The Hold's expeditions and supply fall under his charge. Pray, speak with him, else the other guards within the Duke's castle.
Grand Sorin guards, so far from the capital. The best men in the strong...
Seems that fortune smiles on them.
'Tis Sir Dario holds the key to the store.
Let's have a look at that rise in the land.
Seems the
Maybe
Duke
ought
aims to
ask.
ring all Granseys with strongholds.
It was most like a watch post once. Sir Dario knew something of Thorneville, I believe.
Here, near the capital. It must be safe.
The walls...
A messenger brought word of Thorneville's trial. More's the pity. He furnished our arms at quite a favorable rate. We'll be as cats without claws, should he be kept from doing business. I do not know the man well. I cannot stand idly by and see him convicted. Testimony given in person will carry more weight than a missive. Yet I cannot leave this place. Pray, take one of my men with you back to the capital. He will speak in my place. You do Thorneville a service, sir, and us with him. I will send word ahead for a man to await you. Pray, speak to him directly.
I'm called Castor. Sir Dario has informed me of my duties. I'm thankful to have you accompanying me to the capital. Shall we be off? Very well, sir.
We must see the witness safely back to the capital.
We've arrived at the Duke's northern stronghold.
We... must see the witness safely back to the capital.
We've arrived at the Duke's northern stronghold.
We must speak with Lord Julian, or a castle
imposing sight from so close.
I see the hole.
I'll take that. It grows with the life it steals. I'll go at once.
I'm on my way. Interesting.
A warrior of bone approaches. I'm on my way.
I am off.
Goblin!
The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
Grand Soren, the beating heart of all Grances.
Shall we pass on Siderio's message? It's usually more lively. Workers going about their business. How lively.
Rumor has it, salvation works with a man known as the Knight's Champion.
Well met, sir.
Sir Dario's words were 1 week's supply.
A message for Lord Julian?
Aye, I'll gladly relay it if you wish, sir. A dearth in supplies at the Stone of the North. Food in chief, I see. Was there word of how much they need, sir? Understood, sir. I shall see Lord Julian receives your message without fail. I thank you for relaying it.
None of that now. No use struggling.
Do as you're told in a bit of coin, boy.
Arisen, sir, I bear a message from Milady Eleanor. She would speak with you, sir. In private, if you please. Some would raise an eyebrow at such a request, given Milady's vows to the Duke. I trust... forgive me, Arisen. I must learn to hold my tongue around proper company. Pray, find me tonight in the castle gardens.
You are to see I pray. Make brought I shall there's good. You've brought here. There's time yet, sir.
Even the dragon's coming is not enough to
Ansel and
I see you delivered the message safely to the capital, sir. My thanks. Left the message to a guard, did you? Well, no matter. It appears to have reached Lord Julian just the same. Again, my thanks for making the journey, sir. Neither I nor the other men of the stone shall soon forget this kindness.
I've learned what to do in
I've
this
gained
quest.
quest knowledge.
How's the day find you?
I've arranged for a man to speak on Fornival's behalf. Pray, speak with him directly.